You already know. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Man, oh man. All right, it was my first actual game as a high school football coach. It was at Blake High School in Silver Spring, Maryland. All right. Our main player was a cat named Ty Mason. He ended up playing at Temple University, Ty Mason, and he was that dude. You know, even as a junior, my first year, he was a junior. Obviously, the second year, he's a senior, went on to play at Temple, did a lot of great things, all right? How are you going to motivate the rest of your team? How are you going to motivate the rest of your team when everyone knows who the guy is, who that main guy is? Even Coach Anderson, even in our first coaches meeting, he was like, all right, the guy is Ty. Ty is the guy. Ty is that dude. All right, great track athlete, all that stuff, right? So the first game, we were playing our crosstown rival, Springbrook High School, a place where my sister actually graduated from. I used to go there all the time to watch their practices and stuff like that. So it was kind of surreal, kind of a feeling of nostalgia to be actually coaching against them, you know, knowing that my sister went there and, you know, I knew the culture. I was actually supposed to go there and not go to Good Counsel if I had not gotten recruited to go to Good Counsel and all that. But anyway, so the first game, one of my former coaches at White Oak, Coach Bones. Coach Bones was in the stadium. He was not in the stadium, but in the stands. And I remember I saw him at halftime. And he remembered, I was like, yo, Coach Bones, what up, baby? You know, he was so surprised because, you know, he knew me as a little kid. And he's like, oh, man, Cruickshank coaching now, man. Damn, I'm getting old. He goes, Cruickshank coaching, right? And the first thing he says to me, after we kind of caught up and got over all that, he goes, number three. God, that number 3, ball it, right? And that was Ty Mason's number. He was number 3. He wore number 3 in high school. All right. So I remember that. Now, for a long story short, we lost the game and all that kind of stuff, but I remembered how that felt. I remember how that felt whenever I was called the other linebacker in high school. And even when I played at White Oak, it was always about what Sir Lee going to do or what somebody else going to do. And I remember how personal I used to take that. I remember how my mother always used to tell me, you know, I don't, you know, no, we don't like that. You know, you got to compete. Everything is competition. Not only my mother, but also Coach Gent. I remember actually one time there was a time where Coach Gent, who was my linebackers coach at Good Counsel, who he would say, look, I don't want people coming up to me talking about who is number 3, who's, you know, oh yeah, not who is number 3. I don't want them coming up to me talking about the players that we expected to show up, the players that the college coaches like, the players that were the superstars. I want them coming up to me, talking to me about the ones that they didn't expect. All right, so I remember using that the next time in practice when I was at Blake, when I was coaching at Blake High School. I remember using that, and I said, hey, yo, I got my old coaches coming up to me saying, oh, number 3 is the only guy that's actually doing something. That's disrespect to number 6. That's disrespect to number 9. That's disrespect to number 2. That's disrespect to number 7. That's disrespect to number 11. That's disrespect to number 10, right? And I remember using that as a way of motivating the guys and making sure they understood that we are a team. Now, the way that translates, the reason I have to break all that down for you guys like that is because understand, number one, when it comes to coaching, particularly football coaching or any kind of coaching, we ultimately become products of the men that have coached us. That's the way this whole thing works. That's the way the whole kind of thing goes in full circle. Also, when you're in the business world, it's about who is showing up that you don't expect to show up. All right? Who's showing up? Are you motivating the entire staff? Just like, are you motivating the entire team? That's how you create that loyalty. All right. A lot of it is using reverse psychology. A lot of it, I know I speak about teamwork a lot. I speak about teamwork every day, all day, every moment. I think about teamwork every day, all day, and every moment. Teamwork, solid teamwork is about competing. All right, it's about competition. It's about continuing to compete and keep your guys motivated. We can't have a Ty, man, to be 100% honest with you, Ty, I didn't think he didn't get as good as he could have gotten. To be 100% honest, if Ty Mason would have been at a school like a Good Counsel, or like a DeMatha, or like a Gonzaga, where there was a ton of Ty Masons on the field, I'm 100% sure his college career would have been a whole lot better than it actually was. All right, he wasn't being pushed the way he needed to be pushed in high school because he was clearly the best player. Like, it was him and then everyone else. And the whole point of this is making sure we understand that if we're coaching people and how we deal with superstars and deal with our impact players and things like that, is we got to understand that we have to motivate the entire team. We got to motivate the entire team and not make it so we just depend on the Ty Masons of the world. All right. Again, if you have not yet, or if you're listening to this on the Move Swiftly podcast, make sure you hit that follow button. These episodes come out 5 days a week. There's 5 new episodes a week. If you have not yet heard of the Move Swiftly podcast, make sure you find it, hit the follow button, and get ready to it. Just buckle up your chin straps and let's go. We're going out 5 days a week, baby. Coming out 5 days a week, 5 new episodes a week, 5 pieces of fire coming at you every single week, 5 new pieces of fire coming at you every single week. Also, makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. Purchase Swiftly, your guide to innovative teamwork. Make Your Move, a unique look into boxing, dance, and entrepreneurship. These 6-figure athletes turning skills into cash, and also the Move Swiftly coloring books. There's 4. All right, 4 for every single facet of life. Whatever stage you are in life, there's a book for you on that website. Also, the merch, the Plus LY merch, make sure you cop that as well. All of the money is being reinvested into the community, and most importantly, the ROI hiring seminars that are going down at the end of every single month, and the Move Swiftly workshops in which we're taking the right employee and matching it with the right employer simply by understanding what type of worker you're going to be and how you are able to improve, knowing the type of worker that you are, knowing the type of worker that you strive to be. All of that is going down, so make sure you stay tuned and you are inquiring about everything. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.